Two houses, one Sunday. One man is still working, the other is sound asleep. His house looks flawless, his neighbor's does not. John Falter painted this scene in 1961. He called it Gardening on Sunday. It ran in the Saturday Evening Post. At first, one man seems responsible and the other seems lazy. That judgment feels obvious, maybe too easy. But that's not the strangest part. Look closer at what day this is. It's Sunday, his only day off. He's spending it trimming his hedge. The sleeping man is off too. He's actually taking his day off. One man works through his rest. One man rests completely. The joke starts to flip. Look at his porch. Matching chairs, a small television, a baseball game plays to no one. The screen door still gleams. Even the house number is painted clean. The bird bath is spotless. Flowers line up like they were told to. The lawn is cut close. Nothing here is an accident. This is what discipline looks like. It also never stops needing him. Even his socks match his shorts. Now, cross the hedge. The grass grows long here. A dog sleeps in the weeds. Toys sit wherever they landed. A rake was dropped and left. The house paint is worn. Even the mailbox looks tired. The house number is barely legible. Everything here says neglect, or it says something else. And this is where the story turns. The man who owns this yard isn't fixing any of it. He put a newspaper over his face and let the day happen without him. That's not neglect. That's a decision. Meanwhile, the gardener keeps going. There's always one more branch to trim. Perfection doesn't stop needing maintenance, even on a day off. His yard earns real admiration, but admiration has a price. He is still paying it right now. The other man pays a price too. From outside, his yard looks like failure. He seems to have accepted that. For today, the grass can wait. The hedge is the real subject here. On one side, keep working. On the other, everything can wait. Two philosophies, one property line. Falter never tells you who's right. One man has the yard people admire. The other has the Sunday people actually want. Each man's advantage is also his weakness. The gardener may look trapped by his own standards. The sleeping man may look free. But freedom without upkeep still shows. Now here's the part that hits closest to home. The tension feels current anyway. We still spend Sundays maintaining appearances. Homes, gardens, routines we call rest. Sometimes we build the life we're supposed to enjoy and forget to actually enjoy it. Look at both yards one more time. Two houses, two lawns, one hedge. Which yard looks better is easy. Which life looks better is harder. So if this were your Sunday, which side of the hedge would you choose?